Out of nowhere, Virtual World says, nah, this is my tournament. Make sure you guys smash the crap out of that subscribe button so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. Star Charity Tournament Series. Now, this was sent to me via email, and I figured we would go ahead and talk about this. So, there were 70 players, 7 rounds, and a cut to top 8. $480 were raised for the school. I love seeing charity events be successful. This was held on December 18th here. Now remember, 70 players. Now, let's kind of look at this breakdown here. I see that we had 9 invoked, Celestial, 8 Sword Swole, 7 Eldritch, 5 Striker, 3 Virtual World, I'm not even sure who that is, 1 Drytron, and then 32 other. 2 Flunder, 1 Adamantipator, or no, 2 Flunder, 2 Adamantipator. Okay, then 1 Tri-Control. Wow, there's a distinct lack of Tri here. Subterra, Dark Magician, a lot of Rogue. Alright, now, top 8 was 2 Sword Soul, understandable. We had 2 Invoked Dogmatica, 2 Eldritch, holy moly, 1 VW and 1 Sky Striker. Oh, that Sky Striker deck's holding on. Even in top 4, the Sky Striker deck, hold on for dear life. So we had 1 Sky Striker, the 1 Sword Soul, the 1 Invoked, and 1 copy of VW. And then it's VW and Invoked in the finals. And then VW ended up winning here. That doesn't shock me in the least, honestly, considering the fact that we've kind of been doing this jumbling hodgepodge this entire format here. VW very much is one of the top contenders. Yes, it kind of sits at like the lower bottom of things here, but all things considered here, you have to kind of work a little bit harder for those wins with VW than some of the other decks right now. So honestly, this is good. Alright, so talks about how Bode was a game changer here, DPA. Alright, TCG YouTube channel here. So there will be some duels. I'll leave a link down below for you guys here. Now, got some pictures of the event here. Star City Charity Championship Series, December 18th. Alright, final episode of 2021. Alright, it's a deck list here. What do we got here? So, top 8 Eldritch. I see that we are playing Plasma instead of Dasher here. Honestly, makes sense. You're not going to see this all that much here. 2 Golden Lords is fine. Interesting enough that we do have Invoked in this deck as well. So we're literally doing a very old callback here to very old Invoked. Oh man, it's been at least half a year since I think I've seen Invoked Eldritch be a deck. This was very, very early on. So to kind of see this still come out is interesting. I mean, you get the best of all the worlds, right? You get the Eldritch control package. You get to make Makaba, and then you get to make Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. I mean, who needs to make Winda and Friends when you can just bully your opponent with Golden Lord trap cards? So I understand how this deck can have successfulness, at least in this format. So Invoke DPE Eldritch. Wow, that is such an old callback, man. I'm actually, you know, the fact that it's been this while and we haven't seen this deck actually doing anything doesn't really surprise me. But at the same time, all right, we executed it and we did well. What the heck is this? So this is Cyverse Gadget Outlet. It's played by Zohair Khan. Very, very nice. So this is, you guys might know this duelist name from topping with, what was it, going second at Ignister recently. So I see that we are using the Cyverse Gadget package. This thing generates tokens, if I recall. It actually gives us a sub-draw engine as well for this deck, which, okay, makes sense. And of course, you get to use the Eldritch package to control the game in the same aspect that the previous version of the deck was doing it. Alright, double droplet, or triple droplet, double Forbidden Chalice is also kind of interesting. But you are playing Eldritch, so when you kind of start getting blown out, it's very unfavorable. Also, you know, DP control can grind you out of your trap cards. Also, Signet Mining does give you a resource dump, so you can get anything that you really need to into the graveyard. So you can essentially just start setting up combo here. Also, I mean, to be fair, we do get access to Dagda actually as well for this deck. So you can actually Dagda set up, laugh at your opponent. Yeah, there's a lot of cool thought set into this deck. Alright, next up here is more Eldritch. Holy moly. This tournament was a real Eldritch cluster, man. I see that we have the good guy, Lord of the Heavenly Sky Prison here, and we're going to protect our 27 trap cards while our opponent laughs and can't play the game. All right. The game plan is simple, ladies and gentlemen. Laugh at your opponent. I also love the hot flex that you actually have to play triple Destroy Phoenix Enforcer in this deck. Now remember, Dagda does set Scythe, in the later sightings, so that you can just trigger off and go ahead and do your job here. It's the one thing that Zohair's deck actually had access to as well, since you can make the DPA at essentially all points in time. You have free access to just kind of start setting up and do however you want. So more top 8, more Eldritch here. Down here in top 8, we also have Sword Soul. We are on 6 negations here. Holy crap. So we got 3 and 3. Okay. Sure, I see that our 10E package playing No Synthana. I've seen a lot of that all over the place right now. We're also not playing... We're not playing Vassals, and we're not playing anything else. Wow, so we cut off Heavenly Dragon Cycle and Vassals and just kind of went to, I would say, more of a standardized version of this deck. We're also playing triple frickin' Blackout here. I guess this person ends up losing their Blackouts off of Desires all the time, so this is just their attempt to patch it. Makes sense. Okay. Next up here is Sky Striker. Now, this appears to be going second Sky Striker, concept we haven't seen in a little while either here. So basically, you're just going to roll across your opponent's face and laugh as you opt for second. Then you will clean things up with your Destroy Phoenix Enforcer package. 42 cards is more than fine in this deck. I know a lot of people are like, no, 40 is best for Sky Striker. Sometimes you'd see people be like 41 now. 42 used to be all right back in the day with triple engage. Now remember, this build is playing Prosperity, so you can get to the filtering option so that you can kind of set up, make sure that you can get to that Destroy Phoenix Enforcer. I also see that we have the Scythe Sanctum package down here and the extra deck as well. Now, unfortunately, this deck can't take advantage of Dagda to set up Scythe quite as well as some of the other decks in the room that we've seen so far, but nonetheless, this is pretty straightforward for, honestly, what I would be expecting right now. So, pretty standardized stuff here. Sword Soul Tenyi. Oh, boy. Nice, 14-card side deck, by the way. All right. 1 Blackout, that's fine. We have triple Chalice in the main deck, no droplets in the main deck. DRNM's coming in to clean up things as well. There's the 1 Synthana, that's fine. Harvey's Feather Dust. Yeah, this is pretty good. See, we also have the Draco Masters of the Tenyi in here as well. Down here, we have No List for second place. And then we have Virtual World down here. So this was the winner. Julio ended up standard lineup. That's fine. Double Nibiru is interesting. 1 frickin' Ash Blossom. What a mad lad. Actually playing 1 Ash and getting away with it. Also getting away with 1 Anti-Spell Fragrance down here. I feel like there's a distinct lack of cross-out designators in this deck. All jokes aside here, that's very, very interesting. Outside of that, these ratios just, they feel a little bit weird to me. I don't see anything really wrong with it outside of that. 41 cards, I've seen most builds playing 40 to 41 for VW. If you want to know like some secret for him winning, maybe it's the 1 Ash Blossom, man. I have seen a lot of people saying that 2 Nyan is best Nyan right now. We'll see how this goes post-adventure coming out here in the TCG, but yeah, 2 Nyan for sure. Outside of that, this was an interesting event, the way it looks so far. Cyber's Gadget Outlet is definitely something a little bit more innovative than I think we've seen in a little while. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. Remember, we're setting up for a pretty big meta shift here, and seeing that, the big decks have been competing with each other here. We are heading into Pasadena next month here. So maybe some cool ideas from this event will stick in the format. Lack of Drytron in top 8 is kind of interesting as well. There could have been some in top 16, but I'm not too sure on that. So BW locking it down and showing us that there can be some success, ladies and gentlemen. I really do like the idea of Cyber's Gadget Outlet. It's kind of cool. Also, this invoked list is definitely something else. Guys, what do you think? Please leave a comment about, tell me what you guys think. Make sure you guys smash the love and grab it and subscribe so you guys don't miss out on more awesome content. And I'll see your beautiful faces back here later today with some more cool awesome content. Peace out, guys. patrons. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching. Check out these other videos.